I'm super excited. I got a new sewing machine. It's the Singer Heavy Duty 4411. And we're going to do an unboxing video so you can see everything that comes with this sewing machine. And then we'll do a test sew to see how it works out of the box. So with that, let's get going. Ooh. We got our sewing machine dust cover, and along with that we have our accessory package. And now so we can get this bad boy out of the box. And then here we have our accelerator. I know it has a different name, but I like to call it the gas pedal. Let's do a little hand test. Oh yeah, that's smooth. And then we have some more paperwork. Piece of paper. And instructions. And if you've seen my other videos, you know I like to do with instructions. So in one video I was watching, a lady says she loves the smell of a new sewing machine. You can actually, it does have a unique smell. It's like a new car smell, but different. New sewing machine smell. It's kind of nice. I already put the dust cover on my Singer Heavy Duty 4411. But now let's take a look at the rest of the accessories that came in the box. So the machine comes with 4 bobbins. There's actually one already in the machine. And they're plastic clear number 15 bobbins. So if you have the old style metal ones, you cannot use those on this machine. Comes with 4 needles. One of those is already in the machine as well. This is a spool holder for when you're winding your bobbins. Comes with a handy dandy little screwdriver, a little felt pad that you can put on your spool holder when you're threading the bobbins. And then these two guys here are spool ends. This is really cool. This is a guide. You can adjust this for if you're doing a special seam or something. Comes with a nice cleaning brush, and inside this brush is one of my good friends, Mr. Seam Ripper. So that's exciting. This comes with a buttonhole presser foot, a zipper presser foot, and this guy over here is actually for sewing buttons on. So I didn't even know they had a presser foot for that. And then of course it has a standard presser foot already on the machine. So there are all our accessories that come with the 4411. Now like me, you might be asking, well, where do I put all these accessories so I don't lose them? Check this out. In the front of your machine, there's a handy dandy pocket. And they all fit in there with room for plenty more. And so I don't lose any of these parts, go ahead and throw them all in here. But wait, there's more. If you're going to sew a hem on pant leg or a shirt, this whole tray slides right out, and now makes sewing hems super easy. This is a nice feature. There's a clear case right here, so you can actually see your bobbin when you're sewing and know how much thread you have on there. Now, I have big hands and I don't have a lot of dexterity, but for me getting that bobbin in and out was actually really simple. Let's take this guy off. If you're doing quilting or you want to deactivate these feet, there's a switch right here, and it's that simple. And then here's, of course, our presser foot lever. I think we need to fill up a bobbin, thread this bad boy, take her for a test ride. Now I got a scrap piece of fabric, so let's sew a seam. So, a little back stitch. That guide is really easy to follow. The light does a good job illuminating that. So now let's take this machine out for a real test drive. I have behind me 3 yards of very delicate fabric that I have a project I'm working on, and that's why I ended up getting this machine. So we ran some normal fabric through. Now let's run some delicate fabric through and 3 yards of it. So let's see how she does. This will be the real test. Now I will say I'm doing a 1/4 inch seam, so that guide is not really useful to me here, but I do have the V and a presser foot that I can use as my guide, so I'm going to use that. I can tell already this fabric is not feeding, so I'm not sure if it's just because I'm doing such a small seam. Maybe I don't have it in there enough. So it is a little bit of a shame that it would not feed over the corner, but there are 6 layers of fabric in that corner. Fabric, it's only being pulled and pushed by half the moving teeth, and it's very delicate fabric, so that's probably why that happened. But let's go ahead and sew this 3 feet of seam now. That did a really good job. So there we go, test sew, 9 feet of fabric out of the box, not changing any adjustments, and I think it did a really good job. Again, this is really delicate fabric, and it was only on half the teeth here because I wanted such a small seam that if I was going all the way across, then I don't think it would have any problems doing the back stitch at the beginning. But even on only half the teeth, pulling 9 feet of fabric through, it did absolutely flawless. It was only at the ends when I wanted to do the back stitch, and it's already all frayed because it's just so delicate. So I don't know any machine that wouldn't struggle with that. So far, I'm really liking this machine. Alright, so now it's been a month, and I've been using the Singer Heavy Duty 4411 on numerous projects, to include this shirt. Now, for those skilled sewers out there, you're going to pick up on a mistake I made right away. For those of you that aren't picking up on this mistake, just keep watching. You'll figure it out. But I promise I'm never going to make that mistake again. So, for the last month, I've been using this machine at pretty much factory settings just to see how it operated out of the box. The machine exceeded all my expectations except for one, and that was, as you saw in the video earlier, I had some delicate fabric and I was trying to backstitch right at a seam. I think if I adjust the feet down here that grip the material and push it through, then that problem will more than likely go away. So with every sewing machine, I think you need to fine tune it just a little bit to the projects you're working on. But out of the box, other than that, it operated flawlessly. The other thing that I don't like is this plate right here. Although it does have metric and American measurements, the American measurements, or imperial, are in the back and metric is up front. So if I wanted to do something, seam for example, at 10 millimeters, that's very easy to see. I did this shirt at 5/8 and it's all the way in the back, and sometimes it was difficult to see. So I wish for American made models they would have put imperial up front and the millimeter measurements in the back. But otherwise, I'm very happy with this machine. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles. I didn't want all the bells and whistles. I wanted a good intermediate level machine to handle the projects that I'm working on, and this did it flawlessly. If you like sailing and you like sewing, subscribe. Alright, we'll see you on the next one.